Hello and welcome back to our HIP New World Order campaign as Kaiser in Alba of the Holy Roman Empire. In our last episode we declared another holy war down here in, wherever this is, the Duchy of Tarabulus. So hopefully we will be able to win that pretty easily and quickly. We have had a few people called in on the enemy side here, just some holy orders I guess, the Hashashin for one. That's a little worrying, but hopefully we should be able to take them easily enough. And in fact, I think we just go and attack this army right now, probably. I think we are going to be crossing a river, but this is desert. Yes, okay. I think that should be okay. Let's make sure we have better characters in charge, though. Like our daughter, Lena. And sure, this guy. And our other daughter, Melissa, why not? Let's see, we'll get them in there. That battle should be reasonable, or let's hope so. We also had this Burgundian Liberation Revolt declared over here, which I would kind of like to just surrender to, because I don't even really want this land, but they are not inclined to accept that, so we may have to fight it at some point. I think I'm just going to let them do their thing for the moment and not pay any attention to it, though. Let's unpause and let this battle happen down here. And betrothed can marry. Oh, Princess Lena, of course, can marry this guy. Apparently, right on the eve of her battle. We'll allow it. Or actually during the battle. Is not going as well as I had hoped. A lot of people have arrived at our court for some reason. Von Castles mostly. Okay. Maybe this river crossing is more of a problem than I gave it credit for. They broke our center. And we have lost the battle. We need to appoint a new marshal. I guess Carlotte here is a pretty good candidate. Alright, I think we're going to have to transport more troops over because of this. Alright, let's have you retreat as far as the mountains here. We have to wait until we get there before we can tell you to do anything. Alright, so I think we'll just have to ignore the opinion penalties and just raise a few more troops. Why don't we raise our personal levies as well, actually? And will it be faster to go up to the north coast or down here to Istria? Our fleet is... Oh, our fleet is already on the way down with reinforcements, of course. That makes a lot of sense. We may not actually need to raise any more. Our daughter is of legal age, became a scholarly theologian, alright. Though in hindsight should have waited for these reinforcements to get here before attacking. It seemed like it would have been a decent battle anyway, though. Even in your sleep, in your dreams, you think about this war, it's all you ever think of. Why can't I have a moment of peace so we have a small chance of becoming stressed? Let's hope we don't. We didn't. Alright. Let's get this army up here. We did kill a couple of thousand enemy troops in that battle, so what with that and the greater numbers that we have now, this second battle should be much better. Didn't check our leaders, but I assume they'll be at least competent. Okay, so that didn't actually get us back to a positive war score, but we should be able to get in there and start sieging now. And we actually have you head north. Sure if we're actually going to get this county, because it doesn't seem to have the glowing outline that means it's a war goal around it. And actually we don't want to have our whole army parked in there either. We'll send some of them north. Send you guys up there to siege this county. Alright, but we will take these troops and maybe consider going to fight the Burgundian revolt. I mean, I don't really want the land, but I also don't really want to surrender this war, just as a matter of principle. They still wouldn't even accept a surrender, which is kind of baffling. Ooh, and there's a pretty large army down here. I guess somebody got called in here. Sultan of Mizer. For some reason I thought they were Sunni and was not expecting them to be able to be called in, but I guess I was wrong about that. We have a grandson born to... oh, our daughter and heir, okay. He'll be pretty far down the line of succession though. Not a particularly notable character in any way either. Alright, so if we're gonna have to transport more troops across... we don't necessarily have to, we have enough troops to fight this 16,000. Just about. No, I think we'll send some more. But I don't want to send my retinue, so... let's see, we'll just raise some from any vassals around here that we haven't already raised them from. We have Saxony's armies raised already. So those, along with my domain troops, another 16,000. Should be plenty. My young granddaughter is slowly mastering the art of swordsmanship. Okay. Alba, of course, named after me. Is the eldest daughter, and we will probably be playing as her. So pretty nice that if she's going to be a skilled fighter, or perhaps even better by the time that happens. Arranged marriage from Vimara de Cornouailles. That's a the correct pronunciation. Which it probably isn't. He wants to marry him, or his heir rather, to my daughter Madalena. Yeah, I guess we can make an alliance. Aquitaine. He's not particularly... actually, she has really high diplomacy. Anyway, though, we'll accept the marriage. We could call them in to some of our wars. Actually, let's call them in against the Burgundian revolt. Maybe they can take care of that for us. They are conveniently located. Right, he honors his obligation. We can call him into our other war, but let's not distract him with that. Gained some technology from Izmit. These guys, the Hassan Sultanate, be having a bit of a revolt problem for Crown Authority. And who is this? Oh, he's just the leader of the revolt, but he is a Catholic. Interesting. There's 18,000 down in this army now. Means our reinforcing army is going to be outnumbered if we hand that in on its own. So I guess we won't do that. We lost a siege down there. Oh good lord, there's another 15,000. Did somebody else get called in? No? Alright. Well, if they want to hang around in the desert here and take huge amounts of attrition, I'm quite happy to let them. Oh, there's our fleet. Still sailing around. Looks like Aquitaine doesn't have enough troops to really fight this Burgundian revolt, especially if they take ridiculously bad battles like this. What are you doing? Ooh, and we have a dangerous faction. Okay. So, probably they are joining this because of the raised levies opinion penalty. I guess we'll just hand out some gifts to get some of these people out. Yeah, we're not going to be sending a gift of 400 to you. It's ridiculous. 77. That's a much less ridiculous gift. It's the Grand Mayor again. 117. A little greedy, but I'll allow it. See if that takes care of it. I guess we could have at least sent our 8,000 to go help. Okay, he got reinforcements in just before that battle ended. It's like the Burgundian revolt is sending in their own reinforcements though. And oh, they are in the coastal county, okay. My beloved daughter Rafaela is concerned that she's still not married. I guess we'll find her someone nice. And the Duke of Austria has provided me with proof that this count has been slandering me. Well, we don't care about that, he's only a count. Yes, our daughter though. I almost forgot. Did just promise to get her married. She isn't one of the especially talented ones, so we could just marry her off to, say, a Prince of Brittany for an alliance. Sure, why don't we do that actually? He's Welsh, okay. And that battle has had the reinforcements arrive. So it looks like Aquitaine is definitely going to lose. They took a few thousand troops with them though. So at least they did something. We'll get our other army landed up here. Okay, a lead is mastering the art of swordsmanship. That's fine. And these armies are still just wandering around here, losing troops to attrition. very happy to let them continue to do. Meanwhile, we are losing war score because presumably we do not control any of the war goal, but that should change very soon. Oh, we're not actually making any progress in this siege because we don't have enough men. So let's send about this many over. Didn't actually look to see if that was going to be enough, but it probably will be. It is. As soon as we get one siege within our war goal here, this will wipe out a lot of war score. Though actually this county, as mentioned, may or may not be actually part of the war goal. It does count, apparently, so that answers that question, I suppose. King Aranti the Lewd of Suomi has declared on this king of wherever this is. Livimana. Alright. Ooh, and Denmark has taken over all of Norway and Sweden almost. Looking like a pretty solid and cohesive kingdom up there. Aquitaine reforming a reasonably sized army, not big enough to actually fight the revolt, though. Do we have a new duke? Oh, I'm now known as the Great. Nice. So this duke is pretty happy with me. I'm not sure if his predecessor was in any of the factions against me. Seems to have calmed down a little bit. It's still at 60%, so if we can get a few more people out of it for safety's sake, I would like to. Do have some honorary titles available as well, so we'll hand those out. You are the Grand Mayor, of course. And you a gift and a title. And we have a granddaughter he needs educating as well. Guess we'll give her to a duke. Maybe the Queen of Jerusalem. Who doesn't actually like us that much. Ooh, Duke of Burgundy here is quite unhappy with me. For all kinds of reasons. I don't think he was in the faction though. Could be wrong. We'll give her to the Duke, and let's actually check the faction. Brabant, Maren, Gelderen, and Franconia. Friesland. He is in a different faction. In fact, he's the leader of the Independence faction. Okay. I guess we'll send him a gift as well. Since we can afford it, even though that faction isn't really a problem just yet. And our reinforcements are pretty close. Okay. Meanwhile, the enemy armies continue to just take attrition down here. Happy to let them. And somehow we're winning against the Liberation of Burgundy revolt, even though we haven't actually done anything. I guess they just haven't actually managed to siege any of their target counties. They are maybe trying to do it now. I suppose we have Aquitaine to thank for that at least. So we can be in this county without taking attrition, that's good. I think we'll send this army down here to take out this one, even though they're not actually sieging yet. Don't want to stray too far, because if they get this whole army together down here, they outnumber me considerably. The twists and turns of Alba's tongue and the white lies she uses to make friends is making my head spin. How can such a young lass be able to lie so well? She can gain 1 intrigue and become deceitful, or she can probably become honest. I think I'd rather have the diplomacy as a character that I'm going to play. Well, guess we don't get a choice because she's deceitful anyway. That's okay too. Alright, we apparently chased them out of that county. I guess we'll just stay here. And maybe finish a couple of sieges and get together a larger army to go and fight them. Though as long as they're just taking attrition and not making much progress in sieging, I'm not really inclined to go near them. Anyway, we are out of time for this episode, so we'll have to continue it next time. Thanks for watching, and join me again then.